Welcome, families, to our graduation of our first inaugural Freedom School. Thank you.
My favorite experience was making new friends.
I agree, same thing for me.
I enjoyed learning new books and new characters.
When you think about our story here in Kansas City, when we look at the last year assessment as measured by the Missouri MAP assessment, only 17% of African American children in the state of Missouri are reading on grade level. We believe that literacy and liberation are so interconnected. So we wanted to do our part to say, how do we have kids over the summer where we can curb their learning loss, also inspire them to dream beyond the sky? Freedom Schools were an excellent vehicle for us to do that.
With Freedom School, we wanted to make sure that kids enjoyed the time that they had here. We wanted them to build relationships and really learn the love of reading.
Kansas City has a rich history of establishing Freedom Schools. Since their inception in 1996, there have been over 15,000 kids here in Kansas City that have had a Freedom School experience.
I woke up this morning to go to Freedom School. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
So what I thought my experience would be like being at SLI, I thought it would resemble a lot of the processes of traditional public schooling. But as I got here, I realized that it is completely different.
I really realized that I'm building a connection, like a relationship with these kids and really making them maintain a love for reading.
We have to be more than teachers to these kids. We have to be their friends to an extent, and then we also have to be their role models.
Seeing more people like me, that was the fun part, is because I'm not nervous.
Some of our kids have never had Black educators, so they are directly seeing what it feels like to have someone look like them, having that near-peer experience, and seeing someone for the first time that maybe has gone to college.
And it's just heartwarming to know that our kids can look up to people that look like them and that they're in successful roles.
And what we find, particularly for African American students, is to have inspiring chants and cheers, and to have books that are written by authors of color that feature the lived experience of Black kids, that actually increases a kid's motivation to want to read.
With Harambe, it feels like that first recess where you get to have fun with your friends, have fun with the teachers. It's not so much them directing you to do stuff. It shows like a human side for both the scholars and the SLIs.
Harambe means in Swahili, let's pull together. I want to hear y'all say it. Let's pull together. Let's pull together. One more time, let's pull together. Let's pull together.
Every morning, we're starting our mornings with welcome and greeting our scholars, but we're having conversations that makes it where they feel seen and heard in their work experience.
All the songs during Harambe made me feel empowered and stuff.
They don't see it right now, but in 18 years, they'll be singing this song again. They'll be running through these lyrics and, putting that into their life.
None of this is possible without community resource and access. I think about the partnerships with the We Development Credit Union, and I think about the Urban League. When we think about just the space, having Friendship Baptist Church in-kind that space to us, not only just the space, but their custodial staff, their security, the kitchen crew, all of that is super important so we can feed our kids.
This sacred space is designed to strengthen, educate, encourage young people.
Our SLIs that have had the experience of having Black educators are now the Black educators, and hopefully it will turn into our scholars become the educators because they got a chance to see that.
One thing I noticed that all of my teachers was in college. It makes me feel like I want a degree now.
Going from a scholar to being an SLI is really shown me the importance of how to guide our kids into the right direction.
My best experience so far, it's just getting to know the students one-on-one, their little background, they like this color, they like this food.
I think my one wish for my scholars is that not only do they understand the importance of community and cooperation, but that they become practitioners of that.
I would like for them to want to come back and be a servant leader intern.
being a part of Freedom School feels different. It feels like a real community. It feels like being a part of something that is a Black experience.
We believe that when we marry culturally affirming spaces and the power of literacy, that we are connecting our kids to be on the trajectory to achieve all of their dreams.